All right, everyone. So I wanted to show you just how easy and how quickly we can start a podcast. Now, if you're like me, I use Google Chrome, and I have a lot of things integrated into that. If you do, then the process will be a lot simpler, a lot quicker. If you don't, it just might take an extra step or two for you to get there. But we can record, we can upload audio right into this Podomatic, which is a free podcast website hosting site, and we can basically tailor our lessons, our directions, our activities, and have this given to students so that they can reference it whenever they need to. All right, so let's get started so we don't waste any more time. You just go ahead and get started for free. Click right here. You could use Google, you could use Facebook, you could use Apple if you already have those going. I'm just going to go with my Google because that's just simpler for me. So I'm going to go ahead and use my account. I'm just going to put on here Teacher Torres. Go ahead and accept and agree to all the terms. I'm 13 or older. It's been a while since I've been 13. So this is the dashboard. As you can see, you have plenty of things to work with, but we're only going to focus on one right now, which is record a new episode. So we're going to click on record a new episode, and what it's going to ask you to do, it's going to test your audio mic is what it's going to do. So let's go ahead and get started with that. And let's do a sound check so that it can check to see how the audio is going to sound, and it gives you a little feedback on it. This is a mic check, 1 2 3 1 2 3. All right, so it's saying that the environment's a little loud, but that's because I'm in a room and it's the sound bouncing off the wall. So it's not the most ideal place, but it works. Let's check my voice level. Testing 1 2 3. This is Teacher Torres at your service. All right, so my voice levels are good. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a sample. So here's this is their little mini studio, and if you look up here on the top, you have all these little bells and whistles, if you will, sound effects. So I might use one throughout just to kind of liven things up, but you don't have to use it, but I'm going to just for the sake of it, just so you can see that it's available. So let's get started. And it gives you a little countdown, 3 2 1. All right, so this is activity 1 in sample lesson 1 on page 1 in book of the textbook that we're working with in class. All right, so now hopefully you're on page 1 of the lesson. Let's go ahead and get started. I want you to repeat after me the first part of the introduction. Introduce the topic and its relevance in today's digital age. All right, so basically what you're going to do when you're doing the recording part is you might want to give some cues for your students. Like, okay, I want you to repeat. I'm going to pause, or you could tell them, hey, pause at the end of this, and then go back and repeat it. So basically, how you would format your lesson, you could basically do it on this audio and just record it as you need to. And if you need to stop, you can stop, and then you can resume when you're ready to resume. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the second part of this, etc., etc., etc. This is the conclusion of the lesson. Make sure that you turn in your work at the beginning of the next class, etc., etc. You just kind of give them the directions, and then we just stop. And then when you're ready, you finish. Whenever you're finished with that, you can go back and listen. All right, so this is activity 1 in sample lesson 1 on page 1 in book of the textbook we're working with in class. So make sure that you are. So you could actually make the studio bigger, or you can move here. I think we should be able to. Yeah, you should be able to make it a little bit bigger. So you should be able to edit some of this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you see, like here, I could edit that. Should be able to cut that. All right, so you can edit as well on here, and then once you're done, you go ahead and just save, publish your recording. It don't take but a second to upload because it's already internally on the website. You recorded it right on the website. I mean, you could upload your own, but you could also just record it on here. So I'm just going to title this one Sample Lesson 1. And then you write your description here, student, activity, directions, sample for PD demonstration. Okay, And then once you do that, you can add artwork. I mean, you can get as fancy as you want to get with it. You can even put, maybe a picture that might indicate that that's what, part of the lesson, activity, etc. You can put season episodes. You can if you want to. It's not necessary. Then you publish. Now it's going to send me an email. Okay, so here. So now I'm confirmed. So now once you verify your email, you should be able to have no problems publishing your. So you go here and you publish immediately, and now should be published. So there it is. Now it takes a second. Really doesn't take much time to update that, and it is now published. Once that's published, and there it is, we can go ahead and access it. We can go back to and there it is right there. Boom. So there is our. All right, so this is activity 1 in sample lesson 1 on page 1 in book. Okay, so now all you have to do is share this. You can share this. You can share the episode, and there you can copy the link, right? And if you want to just use that link, you can use bit.ly to shorten it if you wish to shorten it, or you can use it as a QR code, or you can drop it in any messaging so that students can access it. I'm going to just show you real quickly how to do a free QR code. And some you got to be careful because some of these you have to pay for. So make sure you avoid those sponsored ones because they're paid for. But if you go, you can get some. If you have a Canva account, Canva also has it. I have an Adobe account, so I can do it through Adobe for free. But most of them, you like this one here, I think it's free. You just go there, you click in your link, and boom. I'm going to go and just sign in as me using my Google account. And as the French say, voila, there it is. So I can just download, and now I can even title it sample lesson 1, and I'm going to save that as a PNG, and boom, there it is. I have it now saved on my Google Chrome. So I can put that on a worksheet, etc. However you want to do it so the students can access that. So hopefully you were able to see that it's really not that complicated, and I'm actually going to upload this video. So if you want to go through the process again, maybe I went through it too quickly, and maybe you want to slow it down so you can access the video and go through the process yourself. But as you can see, it's very, very simple. You can pretty much, wherever you are, you don't even need a phone for this. You could actually do it on your computer, your laptop, or whatever, and record using the microphone from there just to get the directions, just get the activity, record it, and share that with your students. So hopefully this was of use to you. Hopefully it was beneficial to you. And until next time, thank you.